Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Okay, this is part 12, if I remember correctly. We finished the Kara's quest. She's gone to Kaer Morhen, and I'd like to make the Defender of the Faith quest. And obviously there's nothing. I'll finish this quest and
come on.
Tisn't easy, not at all.
Me man went to see the witch again. She's enchanting him, I tell ye.
and I will go to Novigrad finally. Because if I continue in Velen, it will probably last forever. So it's better to go to Novigrad at some point. In case there are so many quests that you won't be able to do them all. That is some nice damage.
Destroyed this one too.
I mean, technically they're not destroyed, they're just lying on Earth, chilling. Now,
not so fast, Roach.
This quest is an interesting one. In the previous part, I've talked about the fact that sometimes you can't let people choose because people will keep practicing their weird practices. And here it kind of completes this philosophical monologue. The question that I've
That's it, Roach.
that I've raised back then. I won't be able to kill it, right? Run, girl, run.
Ghouls. Where there's ghouls, there's usually corpses.
That wasn't the best idea. Many high-level creatures. Waste of time trying to fight them.
Hey there.
This is a really good example of if I'm to choose between a greater and a lesser evil, I'd rather not choose at all.
You the ones destroying shrines all over Velen?
What's that got to do with you?
What's it got to do with you?
We are the heralds of lightning. Heavy drops from leaden clouds. Unleashed, the lightning's name shall be Overman.
The locals claim the gods are unhappy. No fear of their wrath?
The wrath of the gods. The gods are dead. We but dispose of their rotting remains, the dying embers of superstition that harms.
Great. Need a favor, though. You gotta clean up after yourselves here. Then go back to wherever you came from. Dispose of those embers there.
Religion is the opiate of the masses. The gods are dead. Thus speaks Master Friedrich of Oxenfurt. Common folk fear religion and the priests, not the gods. And this fear enslaves us in fetters of ignorance. We must forge a new morality, or rid ourselves of morality altogether.
So what to do in this situation? Because I mean, the way they act is not correct, because it's true that they are doing in a kind of in a brute way. But at the same time, you are we should let people choose, right? If they want to do something in their lives, they must be able to do that. It's a freedom of choice. We can impose to everyone a way of living. I don't know, it's like saying from this day on you are not able to eat apples anymore. You need to eat bananas and only bananas, because apples have some kind of acidity in them and it might have bad consequences on your stomach. So eating apples is bad. You should eat bananas because there are no bad consequences to eating bananas. Bananas are sweet and they are soft and there is no acidity in them. Is it correct? Because there are people who like bananas, but there are other people who prefer apples or oranges. What to do? So the way they present it is not correct, but the idea that they try to spread is kind of correct, especially in the world of The Witcher, not in the real world. Though in the real world it's a little bit the case as well, but you know, in the world of The Witcher, people are clearly believing a bunch of different weird things. And a lot of people are more afraid of priests and stuff rather than being afraid of gods themselves. So it's what to choose. I don't know, man. Let people live with their ignorance? But then, who are you to be the great, how can I call it? The great, the great sage that spreads the message of be intelligent or something like that. Stop doing your weird practices. Whatever, man. Like, if I'm to choose between a greater and a lesser evil, I'd rather not choose at all. Unfortunately, there is no third option. Sometimes the stakes are too high. Sometimes in choosing a greater evil, you'll do good, albeit in a small way. Most times you make a choice, never look back. It's a catastrophe. It's a great catastrophe in this world. It's a catastrophe in terms of the choice that you need to make. Because public is too stupid to be entrusted with things they enjoy.
Amusing as this little show is, I'm getting bored. Leave, and don't come back.
Or what?
Or I'll tell on you to the headmistress.
Repression! Attack the system's lackey! A land where I might find more of your kind?
Let's end this. Let's go.
Abandoned village or something? Too many places of interest. Where to go? I want to say that people who intelligent people, they don't have any problem with the knowledge.
Come on!
Intelligent people, they don't have any problems. And so let people do what they want. If kind of people that are less intelligent, they want to live in the dirt or be a little bit too aggressive. If people want to worship different weird gods or something and want to do different weird things, then we should let them do that, right? They are free to do what they want. Because obviously intelligent people are not gonna do that. Hide it. Hide. But at the same time, I don't know, man. It's a very weird point of view. We need to let people be free and do what they want, but at the same time, if no one actually explains anyone how to do correctly, because we all might be mistaken. There are a lot of people, even me, I think I had moments where I needed some explanations, clarifications. It's a little bit like, I don't know, in school when you're learning something, we all have different oh, there's an innkeeper. Sometimes we need to be corrected, and that's absolutely fine.
If I ever have a son, I'll
This is
name
an
him
innkeeper.
Greetings.
Farewell.
Sometimes we need to be corrected, and it happens, you know, because we all have a different background. It's not because you're 20 years old or 30 years old or 40 years old that you should know everything. For one reason or another, you might be in a situation where you're not really aware of the It's kind of far. I feel like going to Novigrad, but I'm asking myself whether I should just teleport there or maybe go by horse. Might be cool to discover all these places. I mean, not question marks, but just, you know, riding along and seeing things. I'm not sure there is a bridge there, so I should probably cross the river in this place. But so sometimes we need a correction, so the problem is that a lot of people think that just because you got some amount of age that you should be experienced or something like that. Age doesn't mean anything. Realistically speaking, you can live all your life in a situation where you can live in a situation where you are kind of not attached, but you are for one or another reason you are you need to stay at one place. You are living in one city or in one province for 20 or 30 years or something like that, so you didn't have an opportunity to actually learn new things or experience them. Especially it might be related, it's okay, it's not might be related, it is related to the fact it might be related to the fact that your family, for example, is not really someone who teaches you a lot of things, because we're all different. You see, there are people who might learn by themselves, and there are other people who need some help to learn something. It doesn't mean that they're not capable of, it's just it's not in their culture. You see, it really depends on where am I going? On the education. So so that's it. So we can't classify all.
Whoa there, Roach.
We can't classify all people the same way, because we can. There are several dozens archetypes of people. So personality archetypes. So we're all different, you see, and it's important to understand that. The problem is that not a lot of people actually talk about it, or not enough. At least. So should we abandon people? Should we not have an education? I mean, just think about it. Think general about the whole education system. We can learn everything by ourselves, right? We don't need we don't need a school. We don't need a university. Yet they exist, and a lot of people study there. Why? Exactly because we need to transfer.
Come on.
Those are racist. I need to do them.
Can we talk?
Aye.
Long as it's short and to the point, 'cause I don't wag me tongue for jollies. They call me Radko. I arrange the horse races here. You must have heard talk. Wanna try? Say the word. Don't, sod off.
Want to sign up?
Don't need no signing. Long as you're here come sunset. And bring gold for the betting. Ah, finally here. Rules are simple. Choose who you're going to run against, make your wager, then ride to Blackbow and back. First the winner, second the bleeding cunt. Got it? So, who are you going to race? Stuttering Matko, Iron Arse Hands, or Black Bogdan?
I'll take Stuttering Matt.
You'll say... I'll... fuck it.
Come on, let's set the wager and get racing.
We see me rolling, the racing, patrol. Well,
Move it!
so the whole point of education is to transfer the knowledge. There is a quest.
What did I do to deserve your...
Help an old gran out.
Out of the way, maggots! Macros! Come in!
Because clearly it's obvious for everyone that we cannot know everything, we cannot learn everything alone.
Hey there.
Or it will take too much time. This is why we need education.
Nice. You seem to know horses as well as you do monsters. Here's your gold. And if the urge to race again grabs you, come see me. All right. Who else is racing?
They give you good items. You see racing saddle. That's great. That's what I need. This one is definitely better.
So what'll it be? Gonna race or not?
Want to sign up?
Don't need no signing. Good day, grey one. So, who you gonna race?
Let's see how that iron out.
Spent half my life on horseback. Other half on the backs of ponies. You can't beat me.
Come on, let's set the wager and get racing. Mount up!
Hey-ya!
Go!
So it's important to explain certain things to people. Not everyone understands things kind of naturally, or you can understand things pretty easily in math, for example, but not in languages, or not in I don't know, biology or something like that.
Run, Roach.
One wrong
Unearthly
turn.
with-
That's a GG.
All right. So what'll it be?
Want to...
Don't... Good day, grey one. So,
Let's see.
come on. Mount up!
So we need to teach other people. That's important.
Come
This is why. Here's the question. It's a philosophical question. What is the correct solution with the situation. Should we abandon people and let them believe what they want? But then, if we let people do what they want and believe what they want, they will probably continue doing their pagan things, and that's it. And it's not gonna be beneficial, neither for them nor for other people, you see? You cannot abandon people, you need to explain things.
Beat you faster. Got a ripe apple for you when we're through.
So I don't know what is the correct
Take it
solution.
easy.
I got no answer.
Nice, nice. You seem to know orches as well as you do monsters. Here's your gold. And if the urge to race again grabs you, come see me. All right. Who else is racing?
We can force people, that is true, but at the same time we can let people live in a delusion. If you see that someone is struggling and doesn't understand something,
So what'll it be?
the whole point of knowledge do not belong to more like knowledges. No, knowledge does not belong to one person. It belongs to whole humankind, and we need to share that. That's the whole point. Imagine if scientists or people who created, I don't know, internet or cars or whatever, they didn't share their inventions with other. What's the whole point of it? One person drives the car and another one drives the horse? That's just plain stupid.
Want to sign up?
Don't need no signing. Long as you're here, come some.
We're
Good
all
day, grey
humans,
one.
so we need to
So, who you gonna rate?
cooperate. That's important.
Ride against Black Bogdan this time.
Take you for a ride, all right.
Come on, let's set the wager and get racing. Mount up.
Let's go!
Go!
I'll be first. If I have to skew my spurs.
Black Bolt.
Hey, Witcher! You man know what yet?
Master Witcher, help an old
I'll be
gran
first.
out.
If I have to skewer my mare with my spurs. Hey, Witcher! You man know what yet?
Nice, nice. You seem to know orches as well as you do monsters. Here's your gold. And if the urge to race again grabs you, come see me.
There is a quest that you need to do over there. It's an important quest. I mean, nothing is important in this game except the main line. But this quest is
Whoa there, Roach.
is a quest that only available at midnight. Apparently, that I found it at some point. Let's see. Okay, we got a new slot available. I mean, you can put whatever you want to put here. It's kind of pointless, but it's not gonna connect. But you can put something, maybe health or something. Plus 100 health. I don't know. It'll be a little bit better. So this quest is available only at midnight, so you better not miss it. There are a bunch of quests like that, which you can easily miss.
What's the matter? A monster bothering you?
Nay, a ghost.
Can you tell me anything more?
You see, Jackamar haunts my dreams. Jackamar's my husband, or was till he died at war. He stands by me headboard and wails. So many years apart, I've such woe in the beyond. Come, join me. I say, I'll come, Jackamar, but when the gods summon me, not before. Then he says, leave your wedding ring by me grave. It'll make the waiting lighter. And I'd leave it, where the wood's not so terrifying. So, I thought to myself, maybe you.
Sure it's your husband's ghost?
He's saying I can't tell me own man. I'm old, but I ain't gone daft yet.
Not what I meant. There's wraiths that deceive, assume the form of dead loved ones. Trows, for instance, or dunnies.
Nay, I'm sure this is Jackamar. In me dreams he spoke of our nuptials, how we danced at Bellatane, how the Redanians killed him at Rind.
Rind? You've either mixed something up or you're very old indeed. Battle happened 80 years ago.
Oh, aye. Slip of the tongue. Meant to say the Battle of Rivia.
Be glad to help. Where's Jackamar buried?
A little cemetery near Blackbough, in a grave neath the old tree. Here, take me ring. Once you've laid it down, come to me for your reward. I live in a hut in the middle of the village with my granddaughter, Lessie.
Now where the hell? Strange.
There are a bunch of strange quests like that here and there. Are you alive? Right? Doesn't seem
Must be Jackamar's grave. All right, that's done.
That's it, Roach.
It's actually not far from the heart of the Pella. That's interesting. I saw this grave, but you see, this mission is only available at midnight.
You, white one. What's your business? Bloody Baron know you're here? Witcher, what brings ye?
Lessie, right? Wanted to talk to your grandma.
To my... But she's been dead for years.
Guess I talked to a ghost. Why wasn't she buried alongside her husband?
I can't say for certain. I was a little lass then. But me mum told me that shortly before Gran died, she learned Grandad had kept lovers on the side. She had no desire to lie beside him.
Seems she changed her mind. She wanted something to connect her and her husband in the afterlife. Asked me for help.
It's hard to believe. But you've an honest look about ye. If you helped Gran, you deserve a reward. Here, tain't much, but I'm afraid it'll have to do. The army's passed, then the pox, now the hunger. Grim Reaper must be having a lark.
It's so weirdly funny and confusing when they add random words, random letters to their words, and oh, that's interesting. I've missed this thing. I should have followed. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, you can scan it with the lamp. Yes.
At last, will ye forgive me?
Already have.
Interesting, indeed.
Faster.
It's exactly the same. I can drop it. There's this big problem with in a lot of different creations, books, movies, etc. about the male infidelity. Men always tend to sleep with other women. Why? Why men are so susceptible? I'm not sure about the word. To kind of cheat. To kind of, you know.
Slow now.
find another woman. Especially that in a lot of cases this they keep living with their wives, for example, or girlfriends or whatever, but they keep sleeping with someone else. What's the whole point? I'm not entirely sure. This is so... The thing is, I think what's important to understand is that even though you might not be doing it directly as a guy, this kind of things, the problem is that because this problem is so widespread amongst the men, that at some point you start to question yourself. You start to ask some questions about why is it happening to other people. Why it's happening so much to other men, and what can you do to not find yourself in the same situation? Because this kind of situations, it's not always about men being just cheaters. It's not like it's in their blood. In a lot of situations, what happens is that you are people who do that might be just normal, average guys, just like you and me. That's the thing.
Interest you in a pass? Cheapest around, right here.
What kind of pass are we talking about?
You don't know. Redanians hold all the fords across the Pontar. Can't get through without a pass. But you're in luck. So happens I've got a few to sell.
What? Could dress up like Radovid and buy a gilded carriage for that much.
What am I to do if you can't afford it?
No deal.
Whoa, hold up. Might have a little work for you. Reduce the price for a job well done, eh?
What kind of work?
Nearby. Just to the southeast. My sister's husband's got a business. He and some lads tidy up battlefields. Problem is, there's always swarms of shite bothering them. You know, in monsters drawn to corpses. Give them some protection, and I'll swing you one beautiful discount.
Beautiful.
I actually ran into your brother-in-law. Tended to the monsters too, but he was killed.
What? You pulling me leg? Forget my offer. It's off the table, you git.
That was interesting.
Wild hunt swoop.
Things went horribly wrong. I never had this ending. I don't remember his brother-in-law dying, but it's funny and weird, I guess. And I'm asking myself a lot of questions about all the situations. It's something important to do. Because in a bunch of different creations they've...
Halt! No passage. Bridge is closed.
Because?
Because King Radovid said it should be. Won't let anyone through who don't have a pass.
Perfect. Just so happens I have a pass.
What? Let me see. Doesn't seem forged. You never know. All right, move on.
It's in a lot of creations, like even the Bible mentioned some stories from the past when
That's it,
when people were cheating on their partners. People in the past they were doing even worse things, because a lot of guys were having 5, 10, 15 wives or something, lovers, concubines. Why, man? You can barely deal with one girl. It's just, how can you deal with 15 girls? This is just awful, man. Whatever. I'm looking for another quest. So this problem is pretty widespread. So I don't know how people end up doing that, and I don't know what should I not do to not end up in the same situation.
Show me what you got.
Why sex is so important in people's lives that they actually allow themselves to betray their partners. That is absolutely sad. I want to use even stronger words like pathetic, but
Move it.
who am I to judge them? Especially that, as I said, it's so widespread. You know, it's a little bit like with it's a little bit like with the drugs or something. I have never tried drugs, and I do not advise you to try them. But the thing is, hypothetically, I might be addicted to drugs, but I'll never know that because I'll never try them.
Come on, Roach.
Just like there are people, for example, who are living in some in the middle of the nowhere, somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, on some islands, tribes or something, who never maybe tasted chocolate. They never tasted chocolate, and they're living their lives pretty good. It's not the fact that they didn't try chocolate changes something. So just because I didn't do it, and I'm not, and I hope I'll never do that, doesn't mean that hypothetically in some under certain circumstances I wouldn't do that. That's the problem. I think it's absolutely sad, and I think it's pathetic to cheat on your partner. I think it's absolutely awful to sleep with someone else when you have a partner already. But the problem is that it's so widespread that you actually start to question why is that happening? How can I avoid that to happen to me? I don't know. Do not speak with opposite sex when you are in a relationship. Absolutely nothing. Maybe at work because you need to cooperate with people, but nothing else. You just never speak with anyone. That's it. You got your partner, speak with your partner. You gotta be pretty strict, or you'll end up. Because even if in the Bible we see examples of people who were pretty godly, they were following all biblical principles, yet they ended up in such situations. It clearly shows that there is absolutely no protection, and if you're not gonna be very strict with your rules about how you live your life and things that you do and things that you allow yourself, then you might end up in the same situation. We're all different. It really depends on people. There are people who are less attracted to sex, like addicted to sex, attracted to the opposite sex. Oh man, that's such a mess, whatever.
Cradle of the eternal.
Great city of Novigrad.
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you. The others of your speech. No, I wanted only to live like you. Help me, kind folk, please.
There's no sound.
Sure hope Dudu hasn't met the same fate.
Why the stench is entirely different. Your ass today, or fighting
They're burning witches. It's kind of ironical that you see it's a little bit scripted. These musicians are always in the downtown, but it's funny that right now they're burning people or freaks as they call them, and at the same time there is this joyful music playing. It's just so it's kind of stupid. Whatever. Contract haunted house. Okay. Contract imp. Okay. Work on the upskill. Companion 1. Those interested in need not send any papers, for I won't read them. Come talk to me man to man instead. Contract monster in the bits. Okay. Fist fights. Okay. That's great. What does this have? Door slash. Fists of Fury. Following the track.
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorcerers who lived here.
And we're supposed to believe that.
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple guards cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief, follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the Grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
It's Menger.
Temple guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake is inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure, like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
He's all cocky. Geralt can just take his sword and cut his head off, but he's just being too patient, I guess. Reading books is important.
Only ever known Triss to use one like this.
See, bestiary entrad. It's important to read books here. They might add some info.
Herbs,
Not like a
roots. Triss turned to healing.
Not that I particularly read books in The Witcher, but sometimes I do. It's just there is just too much info to read it. You can spend like hours and hours reading all these things, so it's not always a good idea.
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
A mule is neither ass nor horse, though it has traits of both. So are witchers, neither mages nor common men. Witchers are able to cast simple spells they call science, drawing on the basics of telekinesis, art, pyrokinesis, igni, hypnosis, axi, and so on. They are not, however, capable of utilizing more complex spells. Indeed, they treat real magic with reserve and distrust. Widespread in their ranks is an irrational, nigh onto superstitious fear of teleportation. Let me remind you that deadly accidents during translocational travel occur only once per 100 instances of such travel. This aversion surely stems from the fact that witchers do not possess inborn magic talents, but instead gain them during their infamous trial of the grasses. It can thus be said that their casting spells is not an affront to nature, as is in fact everything witchers do.
Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor. The Rose of Remembrance. All dried up.
Well, I guess that's it. Nothing else here. Nothing interesting, at least. Weird scriptures.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
You seen the new waitresses?
No. Are they worth seeing?
And how? Buxom lasses from the lands already taken by Nilfgaard.
They must need someone to show them around Novigrad.
You read my mind.
Your husband seeks other employment. Why?
It's kinda, you
Is there a
see,
happy
men
contract
always
there?
speak about women, but the only thing they care is actually not
Damn it!
their
God, hear a
personalities and
blasted
stuff.
thing.
It's more like they just want to get laid, and it's kind of sad living in this
Yesterday, there's an impromptu too.
It's easy to make light of others'
in this pathetic world where people actually think about sex, and that's the only thing they think about.
Smuggled bottle of the finest Tucson at the bottom.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
I've been robbed!
Got a foolproof method for exercising witches.
I miss a woman's touch.
It means that he only misses to get laid. Sad world we're living in.
I feel quite faint today.
Springtime, the roads wet with hay.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? My mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
All right, I'll give you some coin, but you gotta tell me where the Putrid Grove is.
I don't know that. Keep your coin, I don't know a thing. Move on. Be gone!
Okay.
You know the Ballad of Wanda, who scorned an Nilfgaardian?
The bonny birds that prance by here, cheeks like full bellows, begging to be squeezed.
Are you serious?
Buzz off!
Captured and displayed in the sideshow of a circus. Well, it could be quite profitable.
I think I'm in love.
Double chase.
Temple Guard let even you into the city. Sick of it all. Got my eye on you, 1-1.
Your very presence is an affront to the eternal fire.
Huh?
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it, gotta contribute to the Grave's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
I won't pay. Let me in.
Yes, sir.
I think you need to use your focus to, or right mouse button to listen what he says. I'm not entirely sure, maybe in another situation. It's great to have Axie, right? For such situations, but
What ails you?
Can't see out one eye, my lord.
potentially you can avoid using any magic tricks.
Thank you, my lord. A right miracle you've worked. I'd like to repay you.
Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed on a whim, but positively indispensable.
I won't listen, my lord.
For at least 2
They're scared of
days.
Menger.
Just
In
got
that
just in a
case,
good position where they tossed
Please
the
convey
leftovers.
that if any of them should fall ill, he can stick his head in the flames of the eternal fire. Now, permit me some rest. Don't push.
Oi, Grey
You're
Knight.
pushing.
Need a squire?
Mum, look what I found! That's a pretty necklace. Where'd you get it? It was lying in the street, so I took it. You look me straight in the eyes and lie, just like your pa. You're a good lad. Now go play. Mummy's got to get some sleep before she goes to work.
So, how are things?
Good. More and more.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the Temple Guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you managed to find me, Witcher.
Am I mistaken, or you got something to take up with me?
Who knows? Man with 2 swords and the skill to use them could be very useful these days.
Could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have, but I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well crafted. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along.
Let's hope it all be. Purely from a perspective of a partner, Triss is way better.
What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Not only she looks younger, she probably is younger than Yennefer.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
But I think one of the main qualities, I'm not gonna speak about the visual aspect, it's not, beauty is subjective. Yennefer is fine as well in terms of appearance. But I think one of the most important things is the quality of Triss, is that she's not acting like she's ungrateful, like Yennefer. She's just being a normal, decent human being. She just speaks. She shows her care, her affection. That's important. Yennefer shows it in a weird way.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fool didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
What?
Bastard.
What was that battle roar?
Free city of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovic's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain neutral. Somehow doubt anyone believes that anymore.
Etc. Beast oil, wolf's liver, okay. Gnatia petals, okay. Why would you need a hide?
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
The current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
You just need to loot random chests to find all those decoctions, oils, and stuff. Oh look, I can make another decoction. Probably decoction. Increases sun intensity during cloudy weather. That's interesting. Okay.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
A lot of guys are actually looking at the only at the physical appearance of the girl, but I think the character is the most important thing. It's true that physical appearance is important as well, but it's way less important. The girl doesn't have to be a model to be good. If the girl is just takes care of her, I don't know, she uses proper clean clothes, showers, and does something else. Girls are doing a bunch of different things. The most important thing, if she's just doing all those things, but her character is amazing, the character is way more important, because especially if you're gonna commit into a long long relationship, you will the character, you will see it every day and you will have to deal with it, while appearance at some point will get used to everything. It's like, yeah, I don't know, eating chocolate is amazing when you eat it sometimes, but when you eat chocolate every single day, you're gonna stop paying attention to the taste of it. It will be just you eat it every day. This is why it's the same with the beauty. You can admire beauty of someone, or you can just like someone. I do not support this when people actually admire someone. You should not admire anything. It's just, I don't know, just a physical appearance or just knowledge, just something else. It's not really important. You can like someone, but the fact that you like someone is not gonna last for 20 years or something like that. Well, you will like someone visually for what, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but then at some point you'll stop paying attention. Maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year, I don't know. It depends, we're all different. But at some point it's gonna stop being that important. And what will be important is the character, the person, the personality that you're living with. And if you have to deal with a girl that is messy, or a guy that is messy, trust me, it will be very difficult to live with such a person and have a relationship, long-lasting relationship.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you, Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine. A full purse of Novigrad crowns as proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
What I don't like about men is that they always compliment girls'
I'll cover
kind
half
of
the space,
appearance.
you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
At some point, it
Thing
becomes
is,
annoying.
I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
So, guys, instead of saying something actually useful, they always compliment girls' appearance, and a lot of girls, they
Looks
get
like a
used
good
to
spot.
it and
I
get
don't like that guy.
spoiled by that.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no, notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
And so it becomes a problem at some point because the internet is full of comments, girls uploading their photos on internet, and guys are like, "Oh, you're so beautiful, you're a queen, oh my god, I'm in love." It's so sad and pathetic, man. Why? Like, why would you comment about someone's appearance? Just let them be. Let people be. But I think at the same time, if everyone was like me, we would be living in a sad world because no one would say anything. I'm never saying anything about someone's appearance. Even if I can find a girl visually attractive, I understand that it's my subjective opinion. Just because I find something attractive, for example, like great hair or something, it doesn't mean that someone else likes it, so I'd rather not make any comments. I'm not making any bad comments, but I'm not making any good comments either, so I'm not just making any comments. And I'm actually
think I plugged every
pretty
hole in
fine
there.
with it.
Alright, get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
I don't like when I'm comment about the beauty
Now
of
we
the
wait
girl.
for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never
I
had
find
much
it
luck with rats.
Humiliating.
Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound.
Reconciled?
Knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
You could be right, but only he knows the truth,
We're only ever the ones to know the truth about ourselves.
which we share at times with those we hold dear.
Even if it's hard to swallow?
Even then.
Who knows? Maybe one day. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
Don't know yet. Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that, and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Get him from both sides! Killed him!
Ever fight a witcher?
Hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and trapped. Child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Thank girls for fun. Hi. Magic. Infinite power. No way. Wow.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
It's so funny. Girls are always get in trouble and boys are always solving those problems. It's just... girls are so messy.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, de Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
Thanks for everything. See you, Triss.
Mm-hmm. See you.
How do I find you if I need you?
I live in the Bits. Head up the hill past the fish market. Stop by.
Be seeing you.
That's great. That's great.
Watch it, Chad. Novigrad's
Help,
not your stomping
save me.
ground.
I'm dying of poverty.
Non-humans exhibit
This
a
is the
natural
contract
inclination
that we
towards
took with the
brigandage.
haunted
Every
house.
one of them.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonquier. Of those de Jonquiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Kareem Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week, well, you shan't believe it, I found human feces in the parlor.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim. The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Way to the next room's blocked. Cradle on the second floor. Wonder what'd happen if I laid a doll in it.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
scare you? Scared you, didn't I? I can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
I'm actually not sure what is the best option for Sarah to what is the best option for Sarah? Because if you let her stay here, she will end up with Corinne being together, so she has someone. But at the same time, if you kick out Sarah, she will find Johnny, which is great because they are the same kind, and he's a boy, she's a girl, so maybe something will work out. If I don't know what's their age, maybe they're kids, but I'm not entirely sure. So that's it. But even having a brother or sister or friend is great. It's still great.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
second sword. I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
I was thinking
The
about...
second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
I was thinking about... What should I do? Maybe say that I know why the house is kind of haunted. But then I told myself that you made a deal.
Big dump brewing.
Right. If these creatures are intelligent, why not being a normal human being and just sticking to your deal, right?
What say you
Washed your hair lately? Hey, free boy.
A fine kettle of fish.
I'm knackered.
Look at that. Set up the sewers. Okay. A word from the Armor's Guild. Okay. Wanted. Hot burning firewood. Okay. Announcement concerning items of magic nature. Okay. Contract issued by the Temple Guard of the Novigrad. Okay. One female devoted. Cheats. Okay.
Sail to Skellige at your age. Now, with the war on, you're daft. Any man will tell you that. We'll see. Most of the notice. Just might find a man brave enough. You, go back. A witcher? Oh, hear about the notice, perchance?
Indeed. Going on some voyage looking for a companion, right?
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Letta I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, well. Ambitious.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war. That one and the next. But I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. Or if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone, need a strong shoulder to lean on. Witcher's shoulders as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
What's got into him acting so high and mighty?
Must be dealing with this tale.
La 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 la.
Hide. I think I can play it. Or no.
What'll it be?
What are you serving?
I can buy some cards here. Let's go ahead. Siege Technician. Medic. Discard pile. Unit card strength. No, oh, it's Nilfgaard Empire. Okay, I thought it's Northern Realms. I'm really unlucky in terms of Northern Realms. I'm not getting any cards anymore.
Not hungry, not thirsty, but I sure wouldn't mind a round of gwent.
Gwen is my one and only. Steer yourself. That's a nice car. Vista.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Master Claytop heartily greets the challenger.
Greetings to Master Claytop from Geralt.
Will you take up the challenge? Will you face our tavern's champion?
Maybe later.
Let's save. Just in case. Because there are random things happening.
Welcome back.
Sometimes. You go
Yeah,
away?
I'll fight this Gregorio fellow.
Your attention, please. This fine witcher has agreed to join in battle with our tavern's champion, George's George.
While our champion prepares, you and I should have a chat.
You see?
Let us talk coin. I shall be blunt. You stand to earn a great deal, provided you follow a few recommendations.
You asking me to cheat?
Not to cheat, to engage in an enterprise, that is all. What say you?
How much will you give me to throw the fight?
Considerably more than if you win.
Do I even need money? Like, that's a great opportunity to make some money, but what's the point of it? Not like you're actually winning something from it, because you can just loot some chests in some abandoned castle or some cave and just sell those swords and equipment and stuff and make some money off it.
Kiss my ass, Master Claytop.
You'll regret that.
A warm welcome to our competitors as they enter the ring. Geralt versus George, the Piledriver. May the better man win.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
That's it, you're in for it!
Yeah.
Fucking come on!
Close, but not quite.
Our winner and the tavern's new champion is the Witcher called Geralt. Here is your prize.
Archibald O'Neill is another brawler you can fight. You'll find him near the entrance to the slums. There's also Mortimer, captain of the guard. He can usually be found near the Oxenfurt Gate.
Oh. Whoa, stop flexing like that, making me nervous.
No glass tastes as sweet.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. I had no idea what to do with a young girl, so I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
No, that's enough. And then it doesn't change anything. It's
Let's
just
continue.
It's just for your own sake.
Abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Falker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
It doesn't really change anything.
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you
Good
find
luck.
your Ciri.
Good luck. Well, this is the end of this part, probably. And yeah, that's it. It's been 2 hours already. I'll continue in the next one very soon.